Evening all, and welcome back to episode 12 of season 7 of Factory Town, where last episode we set up this over here, and I've been doing the research. I've been letting it go through. We've got steam engines complete now. I want to unlock steam locomotive straight away, so let's do that. Let's start straight away with steam locomotive. Off you go. That's the plan. That's the future plan. But last time we made this wonderful antidote system here with our system running and creating things. As has been pointed out in the comments, it makes more sense for me to be using the fishing boat than put a fishery down. I have unlocked the fishery. There it is. There's the fishery. It can go pretty much anywhere. But the issue to the fishery is that if I turn the workers off in it and select the recipe, it costs red coins to make fish. It makes an infinite amount of fish. You don't use up the resources that are here. But we're okay for red coins right now, but we're not brilliant for red coins. We haven't got a huge flow coming. We've definitely got more blue than red coming in. Blue is definitely catching up. But I think we're spending a lot of red too, so I don't want to spend more. It makes more sense to just use the fishing boat until these fish here run out, which we got. How many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All at about 500, 400, 560, 545. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. We've got 3,000 fish-ish there, which is awesome. Which is really, really awesome. I think we'll be good for fish for a while, because this is not very quick, and this is not very quick. And the antidotes are not actually filling up very quickly. So maybe we want to change this slightly. Let's pause this just for a moment. Maybe we do want to change this ever so slightly. Because perhaps we want more. I mean, I'm not sure. Where's our antidote? You're our antidote one. So you're coming all the way up here. And by the time you grab them, you're only actually managing to grab 6. That's it. I'd really like you to grab like 20, because that would be better for us, because you sell 20 at a time. That means our happiness is not being fulfilled. In fact, I don't even think I've actually told you to go into there. I think you're still going into, yeah, you're still going directly into the apothecary. So let's fix that. Let's say, hey, would you take that out of there and go into the silo instead? But we want to change this up here. We need more. We need more. Now, drawback to that is trying to get more. I mean, I could add people to this, but it's not very efficient. It said it's only 25 per go, so it's much better to build a second medicine hut. But then, how do we do that? How do we put a second medicine hut down and still have it go one way? Well, I know what I need to do. What I need to do is I need to empty those belts. I need to empty the output out from these two and empty the belts, because we need to redesign this ever so slightly, and I feel if there's a way to do it, I just need a little bit of jiggery pokery to do it. So let's try it, shall we? The other thing I need to do as well is I need to move this over, because this isn't an even distance between the two. And for a merger, well, the merger will work fine even if it's not an even distance, but to do what I want to do next, I probably want it to be an even distance. Maybe. Don't know if I do or not. Get 2 more sugar. Oh, there we go. We'll empty our lines out for us. Awesome. Okay, and I have a plan. I don't know if the plan is going to work or not, but I do have a plan. So, first and foremost, let's clear out this here. And we want to get centered, don't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. There we go. So that's center. Okay. Okay, that's easy enough. Cool. Right. I want to put the merge back down here. So, want the center one to be 0 because there's nothing coming in from the center line. That's fine. Although we could do it. We could set the center one to 2 and then actually have them drop off the remedies behind here and have it output that way. That would also work. I think I'm going to do it a different way though. I have a plan. A plan of attack. That plan of attack is going to be by changing up some things. So, you stop. We have steam locomotive. Awesome. That could also change up some stuff, but that's going to be for a bit later. Right now, I'm just happy with how this is designed. My plan or my outline, I should say, because I've not really planned it properly, is to have like things being made, picked up by trains and dropped off at the town. That way, dropped off at the stations, and then the stations feed the town. That would be the idea. Although I'm probably not going to put the town on this island now because we have all the new decorative blocks. I want to use them. I want to build other things. These have an area, and you can build multiple of these stores, the general stores and things like that. So there's no reason we couldn't have a small town, say here, with some houses in it, and then another town over here, and another town over there. Just have a train system that dots it all together. I like that idea. Not really going for efficiency so much on this one, just kind of a casual playthrough. So yeah, I like the idea. But here's what I want to do here. So I'm going to put. I can't move that because it's okay. I need to get the thing back to grab it. That's fine. But we're going to put the barn in the center right here. Okay, it's going to be there. The medicine hut's going to go there, and then we're going to copy that medicine hut and put it the other side. That's not going to fit, is it? No, so the medicine hut's going to have to go over one more. That's fine. That's not a problem. You go there. Copy the medicine hut, put it down there. Has the same recipe, has everything to it. That's fine. But now it needs access to both the things. So I need to split them evenly, which is going to be complicated because a splitter will do one left, one right, one left, one right. But if we're letting one sugar in, one fish oil in, it's going to send the fish oil one way and the sugar the other. So what we need to do is change this to go 2 and 2. Okay. Then we have a line going that way and a line going that way. We have a splitter. Put that there. Put on. We're then also going to have this change up as well. So this is going to have an item filter of nothing. But we're going to filter the insides with antidote. That one I'm going to turn off because I can, and that one's going to be remedy. There is remedy. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we are going to get 2 belts facing that way. Although, you know what? No, we're going to have 2 belts facing that way, backwards and backwards. And then we're going to put a grabber there and a grabber there. No, we're not doing that. No, come back the other way. Go back the way it was because I want to do that. There we go. Okay. We're going to put 2 grabbers down, and we're going to filter these grabbers with remedies. They only grab remedies. And then we will say, you, friend, take from here, place into that pond instead. You'll drop remedies in there. The remedies will be pulled out the back, and it will pull them back evenly, left, right, and we'll start filling up these, which is awesome. And now what should happen is this will produce fish oil, and the fish oil will come along the line, and it will let 2 fish oil go through, and the splitter will push 1 left, 1 right. Then it will let 2 sugar through, and that will push sugar 1 left, 1 right, which should even everything out. Because the merger's letting 2 through from the left. So if let me turn the camera again this way to make life easier. So it actually represents what's coming here. So you see here. So from the top, it's going to let 2 in. So that's 2 fish oil. So 1, 2. And the splitter goes left, right, forward, or left, forward, right. I'm not sure what the actual order is. I could figure it out, but yeah, left, right, forward. But because it can't go forward, it's only going left and right. So it will go left into this medicine hut with one fish oil, and right into this medicine hut with another fish oil. Then this lets 2 in from the bottom, which is 2 sugar, and that will go with a splitter left and right, and that should, touch wood, work. Let's find out. Here we go. Here we go. Now I don't know where it's going to start. I think it starts from the top. That's fine. That's fine. It's not a problem. You are creating 1 every 4 seconds, and you're creating 1 every 6 seconds. So you are technically slower. Here we go. Here we go. See, 1, 2. It says 1 fish oil, 1 sugar. You make an antidote. It comes out. That's awesome. You need 1 fish oil every 10 seconds, and you need 1 every 10 seconds, which means we need 2 every 10 seconds, and you're producing 1 every 6. So we actually need to speed up this medicine hut. I could put another one down, but I'm just going to add to it with 1 person. That increases it by 25%, which means that goes down by a quarter. And what is a quarter of 6? 1 point something seconds, which means it brings it down to under 5 seconds. And under 5 seconds means that's going to be 2 every 10 seconds. I could figure that out. Let me do that. So 6 divided by 4 is 1.5. So 6 take 1.5 is 4.5. So every 4.5 seconds, this is now producing a fish oil, which means that we're actually, in 9 seconds it produces 2, and in 10 seconds we need 2. So we're getting 1 extra fish oil. So these should start filling up with fish oil at some point. That's the plan. We might have to increase this to fill up, because this is still way quicker by the looks of it. Right, 25%. I think that's right. Yeah, 25% should be correct. What we can do is we can always speed this up all the way and then bring it back down again when it backs up. Or if it's not working properly, we can always put down a second medicine hut. That's completely optional. That's just want to keep an eye on this for a moment to see how it's going. Okay. So he's only going to come down, and because I've individually filtered these, I don't know if I've explained the individual filters, but rather than doing the item filter in the top left, or top right, sorry, the item filter that's here that says none, that filters the whole barn. So if you put that on there, that means that barn can only accept that 1 item. You can also say, like, I would only want beef in here, which is cooked beef or raw beef. And that will take both types. But you can also either click on one of the storages up here, double click, or just double click the barn itself, and you bring up the inventory. And then if you don't filter the items in the top right, you can filter each row individually. That's why we have just remedies in the bottom. I've turned that one off, so it's not used. And then we have 100 storage spaces for antidote. So that's always quite useful to have, just to know you can do that. You can double click and filter things that way as well. You can also do that for caravans as well. If caravans work exactly the same way, except you can't double click them. You have to double click the thing up here. You can set a filter for the caravan for the whole thing, or you can filter and go, I want you to grab stone and wood and I don't know, iron or whatever, you know. So say you did the first 2 as stone and the second 2 as wood, just for instance. You could then go to a barn and have the barn filter the same way, and you could then tell the caravan, if you mouse over this, you see it's got. So far I've been grabbing the individual items. Do I have a barn with multiple things in? I can show this off easier. Dragon fruit. Yeah. Someone did point out there was dragon fruit on the map and I missed it. Yeah, here. So I can deposit remedies because the caravan currently has remedies in it. Or I can take out iron wheels, gears, or rail tiles. Or I can go to the very first one here, which is everything. So if I filtered the caravan to have iron wheels, gears, and rail tiles, and then I went grab everything, it would fill 1 slot with 8 gears, 1 with 8 iron rails, and 1 with 8 iron wheels. So you're grabbing all 3 items, all 3 different types of items, and moving 8 of them at a go. Very, very useful if you want to for instance, like with the workshop, it requires iron, planks and stone. You could have a caravan grabbing 8 of each of those and dropping off straight in there. So you can, instead of having 3 individual caravans, you can have one taking all 3 in one go. Not something I really use, but can be useful. Can be useful early game. Although caravans aren't really early game, they're more mid game. But that's just an option that you can do there, and it works the same for everything that. I mean, fishing boats are linked to fish anyway, but wagons, for instance, as well. You can filter wagons as well, just to make sure you're not grabbing the wrong things. You could always be doubly safe and grab a wagon and go, hey, I want to make sure you only grab the thing I want, so you're never going to take out tomatoes from here by mistake. So, yeah. Okay, so are you... Right, you're emptied now. You're not quite backing up. So I'm going to go down to 2 people. There we go. Our research speed is now up to that because we probably satisfied our antidote one. Well, sort of. Restoratives. There we go. We're now at 100%. We're still not producing enough, but we are at 100% happiness for them. So not every house, only 60% of houses has a remedy in it, but enough have been distributed for everyone to be happy enough for them. That's how that works there. So, like with the grains, we potentially could double our grain output and sell twice as many as we're currently doing, which is currently bread. But people are happy enough with what we currently have. So as long as the happiness is high, you're keeping your bonus up, which means you're increasing productivity. Oh, excuse me. You're increasing productivity, and increasing productivity means that you will, in turn, produce more goods because you're making faster things. So it stacks, and it's quite nice. But it also spirals out. You can go into, not a death spiral, but if something goes wrong and you break something somewhere and you're not producing enough grains to get the happiness, your happiness could drop to a point where you're no longer making enough to produce enough veggie stew. And that would drop happiness, and then the happiness dropping there would drop something else, and then eventually your happiness just drops and drops and drops. So really I should get my grains up to 100%. I've been saying that for episodes and episodes now, and we're not going to do it this time, because I've been waiting for trains to be unlocked, because I want trains, because trains are cool, and everyone likes trains. So yeah. Let me have a quick look at our coin production as well. So what are we doing here? I really wish you could make this graph like longer. Like say the last hour or so. I don't know how long this actually is. I don't know how often the interrupt points are. But we started at 15 and we're currently at 15,200. So we are slowly gaining red coins. We started at 8,800, 8,900 almost, 9,000, 9,002, but we're gaining blue coins way faster than red coins. Which makes sense, I don't think we're using any blue coins at all. They're not used in anything we're making right now. They will be later, but we are using red coins. So maybe we should look at red coins as well and seeing how we can do that. So right now we're just selling shirts. Now, another thing that I didn't really explain very well, and going back and looking, I kind of realised that I kind of indicated that this fills up with a certain amount of goods, and then it can't sell anymore. You're at a saturation point. So shirts are selling. So if we come down here to our supply, and we go down to fabric, you see fabric is 100%. That means every house has got a shirt at the moment. That's what we're selling, or cloth or wool, depending on what you're selling. But every house has got fabric, which means you can't sell anymore. So we are basically just backed up on them. We can't sell anymore right now. See, it's selling so many at a time and then filling up again and then stopping. That's it. But there are other categories in here. The wool, the cloth, and the shirt are just fabrics. Houses will still buy from the general store if it's a different good. So we could sell reinforced planks, and that is a different happiness. That is under wood construction. You can sell planks or reinforced planks. So you have 2 forms of red coins. In fact, you have loads of forms of red coins now I think about it. There's what was the goods one? Inventory, goods, there it is. Put it in order of value. And then here, the goods tab is down the bottom, looks like a sandwich in the bottom left corner. And it shows you everything you can sell in the game. You can put it in order of category, order of name, order of value. I normally put it in order of value because it goes yellow coins first, all the way down. So the best yellow coin to sell is a crown. Sells in specialty goods, gives you 60 a go. But you look at red coins, and we come down here, and the best thing to sell is a fire ring. Well, that's kind of expensive. And magic, we don't have that yet. Strength spellbook is also magic, don't have that. Pickaxes we can technically make, and they're not too bad. They're not too bad, but don't ignore the other ones. Some people I've seen just go for the highest possible one to get the most money, but don't ignore the other ones because, as I've said, in here, or in the goods one, sorry, supply, you've got all these different functions here. You've got wood, books, stone construction. They all sell for either, well, they sell for different coins, but they are all a happiness category. So just selling planks of wood will give you happiness, and happiness increases production overall and makes life better for everyone. So don't just go for the most expensive one. Really, you want to try and fill out everything here. I did do a challenge where I tried to get the happiness to plus 4,000, I think was the maximum back then. It might have changed by now. And oh god, did the game go mad for that. That was a lot, an awful lot. Oh, and the nail here pins the window as well, so you can keep the window open and move around, do things. So that's an option, because yeah, if you want to leave that open for whatever reason, that's fine. Okay, so let's sell something else. I kind of want to sell reinforced planks, because we're making some over here. This is doing nothing right now. This is really cramped and really tiny and being fine. Rails don't sell. We're making reinforced planks here. So how about we just sell them? We'll just tap that onto the system and sell them. So let's do that. Let's do that. I am going to make a mini road. I'm just going to flatten that down there, and then run a road up here. And also, we're going to upgrade this barn all the way. So upgrade it once, doubles its doubles its capacity, or adds 50 to it. Upgrade it again, adds another 50 to it on each row. So that is technically you're adding 200 per upgrade. That's another 200, and then that's the maximum up to 1,000 goods. There we go. And each upgrade costs as well. You do get the resources back if you sell the barn. So you get all the resources back for the upgrades that you've gone through. They will go back in the base, and you'll get the money back. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about selling stuff. But that's good. That's that sells everything there. Okay, and I think we'll just get a caravan and do it that way. I think that makes sense. Now, there is no way to have a caravan stop at multiple stops. That's the only thing that I kind of wish there was a way to say, hey, you. Well, not you, because you're the Anstep one, but you, the shirt guy. What if I said, take 16 shirts, and then also take 16 wood, and then pick up the shirts, pick up the wood, and then come down here? But there's no way to do that. There's no way to do that with caravans. There is a way to do it with trains, obviously, which we'll probably do, although maybe not right now. Do we have any other? Oh, we need the rail cast as well. That's the red coins as well. We're also spending red coins on research. I forgot about it. So let's do that. And there is another thing I want to get to in this episode, which again, Robin Munn asked for in the previous episode. Just double checking, reading the comment, making sure I get that right. Was about floating farms, hovering farms. In previous versions, anyone who knows this game, in previous versions, there was a way you could have stackable farms. You could put a single farm in, and then you could have, I think, 4 or 5 stacks of crops above the farm and output. I don't know if that's still the case. I'm thinking it's not because of the changes, but I don't know. So right, what I'm going to do here is I am going to regret I upgraded that all the way, because maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because that's just thinking, do I want 250 planks? Are they're used for building all sorts of things, so we'll do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this as being a input only, so our caravan can't export from that one, because I want to keep hold of some. I don't want to sell them all. Also, I don't really want to sell directly to the general store. I want to put it into a pre-filter or something like that. I don't know. I'm thinking that you're you might be a little excessive. I don't know. But yeah. So by filtering that one, by double clicking and filtering that one just to be an output, an input, sorry, it will only put into here, it won't pull out. So we'll always have 250 planks ourselves. I think 250 is probably a bit much. Maybe I shouldn't have upgraded that all the way. You'll happily go. You'll happily go. And then that will start selling that, and we'll get even more red coins in, which is awesome. And we get another happiness point, which is good because we want more happiness. More happiness is great. And we have plus 60% at the moment on our happiness, so that means this is increasing all the speeds here for free, basically. It increases everything. So it's just a global multiplier. The only thing you've got to be careful of with that is making sure that you've got enough resources coming in to deal with it. Every other building also gets the same bonus, so if you, as I've said before, if you figure out the ratios without including the bonus, you just go, right, that is 4 seconds, that takes 4 seconds to make and this needs it in 4 seconds, that's fine, because the happiness applies to both of them. The only issue comes along is when you have resources like trees or iron or any resources you're actually picking up off the ground. You've got to make sure either they have enough to supply it or there's enough resources actually there and you don't run out of them, because I feel as if this iron mine is not keeping up. We're actually dropping slightly on this, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's have a look at farms. Let's have a look at hovering farms and see if they're still a thing. I don't think they are. I don't think they are, and we can test this really easily. Having a look, see if I want to. Do I want to put another farm down anywhere? What else have we got over here? Cotton, potatoes. I don't think we've found anything that we've. Oh, berry. Do we have? We have some berries here, don't we? But we're not selling any berries. Maybe we'll do it with berries. I don't know if you can do it with berries. Yeah, berries you can do it with because it's all. Herbs. Let's go with herbs. Let's go with herbs. I don't think we can sell herbs, not directly, but we can make ultice and then medical wraps with these things. So let's do it here with herbs. Let's see how we go here. So put a farm down. Farm down like that. So the idea I think that Robin mentioned was that because if I want to get all of these crops into there, I've got to put it inside one, which means I lose 3 and gain 3. So that's not really worth doing. I might as well just leave it there or put it up here. Or I think the idea was that can I have the farm hovering above it? And I don't think I can. But let's see. So if we go up. No, it deletes the Oops. Okay, I didn't know that. Hey, we've unlocked the car. Awesome. The hopper cars, the tank cars, and I will get to trains. Not this episode. We will get to trains probably next episode or the episode after. So don't worry, I will get to those. But so let's go up. Let's go up there. I didn't realise that putting that down on top of there would have destroyed that. I thought you could build around them, but well, like I did that a few episodes ago as well and messed that up. So yeah. So if we do that and we build a platform out. It's 3x3, like so. There we go. There's our platform. And then we build a farm on top of it. It will go on top of it, but it's linked to nothing. See down the bottom? Down here, see it says linked to so much? But there, it is linked to nothing. So if I turn off that and go, we want herbs, it will still say, hey, I've got no herbs. I'm linked to no herbs. So how do we link it? Does it work with a path? I'm not sure. Find out. Let's put in there and then we'll just run a path down. It is linked. It doesn't say how many it's linked to. You can see the highlighted ones underneath there. So it's highlighted to those ones underneath there, which is quite a small amount. But what if... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Not a problem. What if we did that? No, copy. Don't delete. Copy. Now do that. Nope, it's still... It's only linked to those few that are just there in front of it for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. We go down there and go down. Okay, that links to more of them, but that kind of defeats the object because that means you can't get any planted in these areas here. So you can have hovering farms. You can potentially have hovering farms that let you do this sort of thing. Because I remember this was a thing you could do previously. And you, I mean, I don't know if you can still... can we plant farm tiles? No, you can't put farm tiles up high, so you can't build raised beds. That was what you used to be able to do before. You put in a farm and then you build raised beds above it, and you could do that. So now it's only on the ground you can put farm tiles down. So because I can't put farm tiles down on there, I can't put the herbs either. So yeah, so you can potentially have a hovering farm. It's probably not worth doing, if I'm honest, looking at that, because I've got to build all that infrastructure to get that, and I still haven't got those 3 at the back. So I'm not really... I mean, that's linked to 26 of them. So... and I could do that by having more underneath. So yeah, hovering farms do technically work, but it's not worth doing. Is supporting another entity. What now? Oh, did you technically let me plant 2? That's a bug. That's a bug. I think what's happened here... Let me remove this here. It was a bit weird that it let me plant stuff down on top of that thing, but yeah, if I remove all that... I can't remove those because it says it's supporting another entity, and I don't know whether you can just about see it. That herb in there, it looks like there's 2 of them. You see one moving and one not? So yeah, I think this, and this one's the same as well. If you look at it carefully, you can see it swaying. One's not connected to the other one. So I think there's 2 herbs in there. So one is technically planted above it on these pillars. So when it grows up, there would be 2 in one place, but that is definitely a bug. That is not a an intended thing, and I might have just bugged it up completely actually. Yeah, if I remove that, I can't actually delete the one underneath it because it thinks it's on the supporting block above. Oh, interesting. Can I just do that? There we go. I can highlight and delete it. There we go. Then I've replanted those. Yeah, so those 2, which I cannot highlight anymore, because they're technically in the air. I suppose the game thinks they're in the air. That's definitely a bug. So that's not a thing. That's not a thing that you can actually do. So don't worry about that. But yeah, but the hovering farms is a thing you can do, but it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. You might as well just put the farm here and then plant stop around it. Figure out where the affinity is. Yeah, you lose some affinity by putting it in the centre, but then you gain so much more around the outsides. So I'll put it there. I think, yeah, that would be the most. I'd lose 2 over here. But if I get those 2, I'd lose 3 over there. So it's better to put it there, lose the 2 on the right hand side and gain the 3 on the left. That increases 1 affinity. So yeah, that's the thing. And I'm not sure what's going on with those 2 herbs there. Maybe we'll delete them when they grow up. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the best way to do it. And do you know what? We're even going to plant down some more here. Just not everywhere there is affinity for them. Why not? Why not? And we'll start another little farm going here, and we'll make some more medical stuff. That gives us more blue coins, and blue coins are awesome. But we'll have to wait till next time to do that, because time has got on, and we'll also have a look at maybe looking into some train stations or something and transporting goods via that. I really want to slow you down. I really feel as if you're not worth doing. I should have a cart doing that instead. Not that it's any more expensive to have a caravan than a cart, I believe. Because caravan costs 1 person, a cart costs 1 person. That's fine. Yeah, I just we'll change it up soon anyway, because we'll change to being a rail system, so I might as well just get that delivering normally anyway. And yeah, and also here comes our wood, which means we're at 100% happiness now. Yay! Or 100 happiness, which is 70% production. Which is awesome. That speeds up even more stuff, so we're starting to sell some goods there. That's cool. Awesome sauce. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right. Okay. So, we'll leave this here, and we shall come back next time and carry on from there. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.